As if indie games hadn't stolen the spotlight enough this year, 2025 also saw the release of a demo for an upcoming indie game I'm even more excited for than I was Silksong. From the folks who brought us the hidden gem Crosscode comes a new game with a new world, but also some familiarities fans and newcomers alike are really gonna appreciate. Alabaster Dawn is the newest game from Radical Fish Games. Their previous title, Crosscode, failed to capture the wildfire popularity of its indie peers, but still manages to punch above its weight with intense combat, compelling story and characters, and puzzle-filled dungeons that are sure to melt your brain. Alabaster Dawn seeks to punch even higher above its weight class, with the demo showcasing the improvements made to the artwork, storytelling, and gameplay. Crosscode laid the groundwork, but Alabaster Dawn looks to be shooting for the stars. This demo opens with a short introduction to the premise. The world is under siege by a mysterious crimson corruption, and it's left up to a small team of humans with powers and weapons gifted from the gods to combat this apocalyptic goo. You play as one such gifted individual, Juno, but unfortunately she slept in a little bit too late and missed the action. On the flip side, there is fortune there, considering the rest of the defenders of humanity have lost their powers and were quickly dispatched, leaving Juno in a hostile and confusing landscape. It's a simple premise, but it has all the heart it needs to hook you. A huge part of this is because of the eye-watering detail in the artwork. Crosscode had a memorable and colorful art style, but Alabaster Dawn looks downright insane. It's even more colorful, it's even more detailed, and there's a sprinkling of black magic here, as the line between flat 2D sprites and fully realized 3D models is often blurred. It's one of those games where it just looks like it would take forever to make. But besides the 8 or so new wallpapers I captured in my short playtime of this demo, the combat is what really stood out. Alabaster Dawn strikes a careful balance of action RPG combat and combo-based spectacle fighting. As you defeat enemies and complete quests, you'll gain character XP, which is used for perks and bonuses on yourself. Using weapons will also see them gain growth points, which are used for new and stronger combos with that weapon. Executing these combos feels akin to the Devil May Cry series, with few buttons to push, but maximum combo potential. It's more about the pace in which you push the attack button rather than trying to remember long button strings to pull off moves. Tap tap tap, tap tap wait, tap tap, tap then hold. These are the sort of ways you'll be using combos, alongside ranged and magical attacks. If you've played Crosscode, you'll be right at home, but the addition of basic combos and gems gives you more options both in combat and in building out a playstyle. It's only a demo, so there's not a ton of options, but there's a surprising amount of tools given to you in this short 2-hour trial. Later on, you'll be skipped ahead into one of the dungeons, which is really where I feel both this and the original Crosscode set themselves apart from other games. These are your classic Zelda dungeons, like good Zelda dungeons, not the new ones. Gross. Even with it being just a taste of this dungeon, there's all kinds of fun hurdles to tackle. Moving blocks, shooting buttons, shifting platforms, and yes, even combat arenas are all here, and each one is more fun than the last. The puzzles, at least here, aren't too challenging, but there's likely to be a few times you'll need to readjust some platforms or stop and think for a moment. The dungeon trial ends with a boss fight and the collection of a new type of element, which is sure to bring some more options, and it's over. So the demo leaves on a bit of a cruel tease, but that's what you expect from a demo. Regardless, there's plenty of content here. Will you spend an entire weekend playing this? No, probably not, but you'll get a couple of hours and a fair sprinkling of different aspects of the game to try out. It leaves you wanting more, which is a sign of a good demo. So that's the current playable Alabaster Dawn experience. It's just like Crosscode, only better, which Crosscode is like a 9 out of 10 game to me, so that bodes well. Alabaster Dawn is something to be excited for. All I want to do is play more. All I want to do is get more people to play Crosscode in anticipation. Wishlist this game. The attention to detail and care that is on display with just the short trial is more than I could have hoped for with the sequel to Crosscode. It's a seriously good time. Take the careful dungeon design of classic Zelda, the over-the-top action combat from Devil May Cry, and the character progression from, Crosscode, and amp it all the way up to an unbelievable quality. That's Alabaster Dawn. That's why it needs to be on your wish list, and that's why I'm throwing money at my monitor right now. Please, just let me play more. I need more.